Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Achieving Alpha and welcome back to another episode of Smart Money Analysis for 14th of May 2021. And the markets have been quite choppy for the last few weeks and it's probably the best time for option sellers because there is not much movement and anyone who is even selling a straddle or a strangle in even intraday is observing a very good theta decay and hence a good profit. So don't worry, the time for option buyers will come soon when we start observing a one side direction or a trend. But till then, it's going to be a very choppy kind of a market. There's going to be volatility and movement on both sides. But the bad part is that the market is staying where it is opening, and that's not a very healthy sign, right? So let's try to understand the data and the FII activity and what they are trying to do. So let's go with it. So let's first have a look at the numbers in the cash market. So in the cash market, again, you will see that the FII sold for roughly over a 2600 crores in the session on 14th May, and the DII is bought for roughly over 600 crores. And this is not a very healthy sign, right? You will see that the FIIs have started selling heavily these days, and that's not very good. And that's what I told you about a week ago, that derivatives are okay, but what's driving the concern for me is the selling in the cash market, and that's being aggravated every single trading session. So that's not very good. So this is negative for me because you see that net on net basis, this is roughly about 2000 crores of selling, and this is not very healthy for the market. So that's the first thing. Let's try to have a look at the derivatives data and understand the activity there. So this is the data for 14th of May, and you will see that the net long in the index futures has roughly increased by over 1%. But the good part about here, or basically the bad part rather about this thing, is that the shorts have been decreased and the longs have been increased, but there is not a significant increase. Like there is only a negligible increase, but the shorts have reduced. So that's a good thing. But still, it would be great if FII start increasing their longs because you see that this is only negligible increase in the longs, and that's not a very good thing, right? And the same can be seen on the bar graph. So if at all the FII start going above 55 or 60 basically, that's when I can say that maybe Nifty is ready for another all-time high, but we'll have to see what happens there. On the similar lines, what's driving concern is that if at all FII start going below 40 and stay there for 2 or 3 days, that would be a high alarming situation for me because it's generally seen that from 40s they do try to increase their net long in the index futures. So let's see how do things turn up. Let's talk about the options data. So in the option writing, you will see that the put shorts in the index have increased by 29% and the call shorts have increased by roughly over a 38%. And this is bearish on the option writing perspective. Let's have a look at what's the activity in option buying. So the call longs in the index have increased by roughly over a 38% and the put longs have increased by 17%. So the difference here is roughly about 21%, whereas that difference here is about only 9%. So overall on the options activity, I would call it bullish because you can see that there is a significant difference here. And on the options front is bullish. On the futures front is mildly neutral to bullish because they have reduced their shorts. And if at all they reduce it further, then we can observe some good short covering. And if at all they start increasing the longs as well, then it would be really positive for the index. So the derivative activity, at least in the short term, is looking bullish to me. And why am I saying short term? Because you need to understand that most of the activity in the options is for the current expiry, which as on date is for the 20th of May expiry. And basically futures expire on a monthly basis. So this could be considered a monthly view and this could be considered from a short term or a weekly view. So the data is looking bullish in short, and we can expect some sort of gap up or some upward movement in the Nifty in the coming days, and we'll see how that happens. Let's have a look at the global cues. And in the global markets, we observed some really good positivity yesterday, and you will see that the US futures have closed up really bullish. And the good part is that the S&P 500 VIX is down by over a 16%, and that's really good. And even the European indices have closed on a very positive note. So CAC has been up by over 2%, and even DAX and FTSE have strong closing here. So this is really good for the markets. Talking about SGX Nifty. So SGX Nifty closed at about 14,832, which is again very much bullish for the markets. And that's what we are seeing, right? The FII's activity in the derivatives is bullish. But the concern is still the cash market, and that is something that we need to be careful about. But yeah, you can expect some bullishness or upside in the short term. Now that upside could be in the form of a gap up, or maybe if we open a flat and then start going up. So that could be anyways. But we should see a positive momentum, at least 100 to 200 points in Nifty. So let's see how do things turn up. Let's have a look at the option chain. So option chain, let's start with Nifty. You will see that the activity is still not very much, but let's try to draw some conclusions. So the first observation is that the highest OI on the put side is roughly at 14,000. But interestingly, you will see that there is some good OI buildup even at 14,600 and 14,500. And if you have a closer look at Telegram, so I did tell you that 14,600 was a decent support. And we went to 14,590, I guess. And after that, we saw some really good bounce back till 700. So this was one of the things. And 32,200 is another decent support for Bank Nifty. We did try to go below that multiple times, but we basically couldn't sustain. Or if I talk about the closing in candle terms, so we did not see much closing above basically below 32,200 on a 15-minute time frame. So that was for Bank Nifty, and we still saw some bounce back. But the bad part is that Bank Nifty has closed below this important support. So we'll have to see what happens. But the data is looking bullish, so we can expect that Bank Nifty can also go up from here on. And let's talk about the activity in the OI change. So the OI change on the call side is looking out to be decent. On the put side is looking out to be decent. Whereas on the call side, it is again looking to be almost equivalent. To get a broader picture, let's have a look at the put call ratio. The put call ratio is at 0.68, which is kind of oversold. So again, from here also we can expect some bounce. And the max pain as of now is at 14,700, which is also bullish. So this was for Nifty. And let's talk about Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, again, you will see that on the put side, the highest OI is as of now at 31,000. And on the call side, you can see some good OI buildup on every multiple of 500. So 32,500, you will see that roughly about 1 million calls have been added. And this is what we can see. So here also the percentage change in OI is looking almost equivalent on both sides, with slightly higher OI percentage changes on the call side. But again, the data is bullish, and that's what we have to plan out for. So yeah, we can expect a gap up on Monday, and based on the global markets as well, the things are looking positive. Or if at all Dow again goes to 35,000, and from there we saw basically from there we see some good fall again, and then we can say that maybe Dow has formed a double top, and then we can expect some good fall. Last thing before I wrap up this video is the bearish outlook on metals. So there are primarily two reasons. One is a double top or a triple top formation on an intraday basis, which I will show you soon. But here also you can see that on a daily time frame, metals was following this particular trend line, and it broke this trend line with a very heavy bearish candle. So this confirmed bearishness. But otherwise on an intraday basis, if I show you the 15-minute chart, you can see that here we are observing a good double or a triple top. And basically when this neckline was broken with a heavy bearish candle, that's when I entered the short, and the trend line break on a daily time frame confirmed the bearish signal. So this was with respect to Nifty metals. And yeah, this is it for this video then. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular video and gained a good outlook on what's happening in the market. If you did, please consider pressing the like button. Also, we are very close to 5,000 subscribers, so please help me achieve that soon. And yeah, that would be great to have. And yeah, thank you so much for all the support till now. I promise to do whatever I can and bring out the best content that I can. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking around till the end, and have a good day. Take care and bye-bye.